Now, last night on Fox News, Bill O'Reilly said that President Obama is losing his grip on power. And according to the latest polls, it appears he could be right. Congresswoman Marsha Blackburn joining us now from Nashville, Tennessee. Congresswoman, nobody wants to say this. No American's going to be happy to hear that an administration is losing its grip on power. That's not a good sign. But do you agree with that assessment?
I think there are many signs that point in the direction that he may be losing that grip on power. Look at what is happening, whether it's the Fast and Furious investigation, Solyndra investigation that we're doing at Energy and Commerce. Look at the fact that we're in 40 months of above 8% unemployment, and the underemployment is at 14.8%. You know, Stu, these are the things that show that the administration is not exercising leadership and does not have the control that it wanted people to believe that it was going to have.
All right. Thanks for your input on that subject. I want to move on to Obamacare. There are three possible outcomes from the Supreme Court ruling on Obamacare, which will come next week. The first is this.
That's right.
The entire law gets struck down. I want to know, what would you... That's the first of three possibilities. So address that one, please. What would you do? You're a Republican in the House. What do you do?
If the entire law is struck down, I think this is where Congress needs to step up, say Obamacare was a mistake, and give the American people what they wanted, which is to start over with a clean, fresh slate. What we will do is immediately focus on delivering increased choice and options, decrease cost and mandate, simplifying the system for patients and providers, restoring all those cuts that were made to Medicare, and focusing on making health care tax-free.
Okay.
Within that, Title I, which is the insurance provisions, will be the very first thing we go after, and will center on the across-state line purchase of health insurance model.
Okay, right. Next scenario, that the Supreme Court says just the individual mandate is unconstitutional. Then what do you do?
Then what Congress will need to do is come in and repeal the balance of that. Of course, in the House, we have already voted to repeal the entire bill. But what you will see is the Senate will need to take up some of these provisions that the House has already passed and then get the rest of the bill off the books.
Okay, last one. No change at all. The law stays in place. Then what do you do?
Then what we will do is section by section, title by title, repeal this bill and get it off the books. What we know is that over 2/3 of the American people feel that this law is unconstitutional, that this was a wrong step, that it was a mistake, and what they want us to do is start over and focus on real health reform that is simpler and is patient-centered, and get this bill off the books, and that will be our focus.
Congresswoman Marsha Blackburn, Republican, Tennessee. Thank you very much indeed. We will see you again soon, I'm sure.
Thank you.
Thank you, Marsha.
Yes.
All right.